Morning everyone! So today's video is going to be my Sunday routine. I thought I would do it vlog style and share with you guys what I do on a Sunday just to kind of like start my week off right and also kind of wind down, do some like self-care and planning, all of that kind of stuff, because I feel like Sunday is that day for me where I like to just get stuff done but also just like take care of myself. I usually don't make too many plans on Sundays as well, so I can spend a lot of time doing those things. So I thought I would bring you guys along for that. It's actually quite late already in the day. It's about 10 a.m. because I had a bit of a sleep in. Brayden was actually here just before, but he's just left to go to work. But yeah, we were both so tired this morning. We actually had planned to go out for breakfast and then we kept turning off the alarm and sleeping in because I don't know why, we were just so tired. I think it's because we stayed up late last night watching Black Mirror. But also, sorry if this is too much information for some of you guys, but I had the worst period cramps all day yesterday. Honestly, it was that bad that I was just lying on the couch and couldn't even talk and just like had to sleep it off. I even took painkillers and they didn't kick in for like 5 hours, so I was in agony for all that time. But I'm feeling a lot better today, but I really do feel like it took it out of me yesterday. But anyway, I'm up now. I've had my breakfast already. I just had eggs with avocado and spinach, and I think the next step for me is to go and have a shower and just get myself sorted. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I just got out of the shower and I've chucked on this set. It's by Pretty Little Thing. It's so comfy. I got it last year, but it's just one of those outfits that you just chuck on to lounge around the house in. So now I'm gonna make my bed. The apartment's looking a lot cleaner now, so I'm gonna make myself some lunch. But before I do that, I'm gonna make myself clear out my fridge because this stuff has been in here for a little while and it definitely is not fresh. I definitely need to throw this out as well, which is really annoying because it's a bit of a waste, but obviously because it's only me living here, I can't get through all my groceries. I'm really trying to work on that. So yeah, I'm gonna clean out my fridge and then I'm gonna make some lunch. I finished my lunch now. I just made the same thing that I showed you guys in my last what I eat in a day. So it was just like sweet potato and tuna and sweet corn and mayo. But now I've just got my phone out and I'm watching a YouTube video on how to hand wash clothes because I actually don't know how to do this and I really want to start hand washing like my gym gear and my knits and just nicer clothes. So that's what I'm doing. I have a bunch of laundry I need to get done, so that's the plan. Also, do you guys have any tips on how to dry your clothes faster? This might be a stupid question, but pretty much my clothes take forever to dry in this apartment and they end up like smelling a little bit damp afterwards, and I hate that smell when your clothes just smell like wet clothes even though they're dry. It's basically because they just take so long to dry. And like I know I could put them in the tumble dryer, but ideally I don't want to do that because like it uses a lot of electricity. Plus the dryer often shrinks things, which I really don't want. So if you have any tips, let me know because I'm so sick of my clothes smelling like damp. I've just finished hand washing my clothes, which took a little bit longer than expected, but I'm now actually just gonna go and take all my bedding off my bed and wash it because I haven't washed them in a little while and I feel like it's really nice to do that on a Sunday, so they're all fresh for the week ahead, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I've done all of my cleaning and my washing now and I feel so much better for it. It means that I won't have that much to do this week. So I'm really happy that I did it on a Sunday so that I can start my week off fresh. Although it is actually the long weekend, so tomorrow is kind of like my Sunday. But that means that I can enjoy tomorrow even more. So yeah, I'm just gonna relax now and do some kind of like self-care stuff because I always like to do that on a Sunday just because obviously it's the weekend and it's my time to relax as well. So I'm gonna do a face mask. So I'm gonna use this one by Glam Glow. I actually got it from Meccaland. It's the Radiance Boosting Hydration Sheet Mask, and my skin's been feeling so dry lately. I think it's because winter has really kicked in lately, so I feel like I want to take care of my skin and do this, and I'm just gonna sit back, relax, maybe watch some YouTube, just chill out for a bit really, because I feel like I've been non-stop since this morning with cleaning and just doing house tasks really. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill out for a bit with my face mask on, and I'll speak to you guys in a bit. So it's been a little bit since I last spoke to you guys. I just had my camera on charge, and I also had the tumble dryer on, so I couldn't vlog anyway because it was so noisy. But right now I'm about to start planning my week, and I do this on Google Calendar. I just find this so easy to use because you can see your whole week in front of you. You can also change it so you can see like a specific day, or you can see the whole month, whatever you want really, but I like to see my whole week. So I've just started planning a few things, but I'm going to show you guys how I do it, and obviously show you my week once I've planned it all. So I'm going to be planning out things like when I'm going to be shooting content. I'm also going to be planning out what groceries I need to get for the week, because obviously since I'm living out of home, I need to be organized with that kind of stuff. I'm also going to be planning my finances. I like to look at my finances weekly just so I can like split my money into different accounts, like my leisure account, my expenses account, things like that. I think it's really good just stay on track of things. I'm also going to be planning out when I'm going to be doing my workouts, because I always seem to find excuses not to work out. So when I can see my week in advance, I can find time to do it. And I'm also going to be making a to-do list of all of the things that I need to buy, because since I've only just moved into my apartment, there's still a lot of things I need to buy. So I'm going to make a to-do list of all of that stuff, and it will make things so much easier for me in the week to come. So if you guys are wanting to plan your week and just don't know where to start, maybe go by like categories. So break it down to like, okay, what do I need to do for work? What do I need to do for like food, for workouts, and just things like that. And I also like to allocate time to socialize as well, because I find that if I don't allocate that time, then sometimes it doesn't happen. And I'm definitely an extroverted person and I need social interaction. So if I don't get enough of it, I get quite down. So I have to schedule that time in. But anyway, I'm gonna get to planning this and I'll show you guys how I do it. Okay, so I've pretty much organized my whole week now. I organized from Monday till Friday, and I left Saturday blank because Saturday is actually my brother's birthday, so I'm sure my family's probably planned something. But I also don't like to have too many plans on the weekend, because I feel like things just pop up, because generally people aren't working as much. And I don't know, I just think it's good sometimes to have days where you don't have things set in stone. But during the actual week, when I have like working days, I like to have them quite structured. So I'll talk you through what I've done. So tomorrow I want to go to F45 in the morning, and afterwards I might go for coffee with one of the girls who also goes to F45. It seems to be like a bit of a thing that we do. And then in the day, I really want to edit this video so I can get it up for you guys. So that's the plan, and I always like to allow a bit more time to edit, because I hate the feeling of being rushed. Even though I'm allowing like 6 hours, this includes like creating the thumbnail, editing the video, finding music, going through and doing all the tags and the descriptions and the title, and like it actually takes a long time to do all that kind of stuff if you want to do it well. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow during the day. And then I've also allocated some time for when I'm uploading the video and to like reply to your comments and things like that. And then I've just said cook dinner. I've just thought then something else I need to add in for tomorrow is grocery shopping for dinner, because I actually don't have any groceries right now that I can use for dinner. So I'm gonna have to put that in there. And then I'll have leftovers for the next day. I generally find when I'm cooking, I never cook for like one meal. I always have like leftovers the next day, which is always really handy. And also tomorrow I really want to film that video where you eat recommended portion sizes. So I haven't actually written that down because there's nowhere that I can write that, but I do know that in my brain that I'm doing that. So that's what I plan to do tomorrow. And then moving on to Tuesday, I plan to go to F45 again in the morning. And then that day is kind of like dedicated to doing some uni work. So I've got a few assignments that I need to complete, so I really want to try and do them in the morning. And then afterwards I'm going to have lunch with my manager. I've allowed about an hour for me to drive into the city to meet her, because it does take a little while. And I've also organized with the twins to meet up in the city after I have lunch with my manager, and we're just gonna go and like get content and hang out and just make the most of being in the city, because like it is a bit of a trek to get there, so you might as well like make the most of being there. Moving on to Wednesday, I put 6:30 to 7:30 for F45 again, and I've allocated a big chunk of my day to editing that portion size video. And then after that, I've allocated time to do uni work again, because knowing me, I'm going to finish my assignments, but obviously like my week changes. This is just what I've planned. As for Thursday, I know every Thursday I have my internship from 9 to 5 p.m. so I've blocked that period out, and generally I don't like to go to the gym before going to my internship just because, I don't know, I like to have that time in the morning to myself since I know I am going to be going and working hard all day. So I generally like to go to F45 straight after the internship. It just works out really well for me, and I'll usually do like my grocery shopping afterwards and come home and cook dinner. Oh, and also I forgot to say that when I cook dinner on the Wednesday, I generally have leftovers that I can use for my lunch on the Thursday when I go to the internship. And then I blocked out most of Friday to do some work on the apartment. I find that Fridays work really well for me for some reason to do things around the apartment. So obviously that includes things like returning things, buying things. I still really need to sort out my office, so that gives me a day just to like do all that kind of stuff. And then I've actually organized to go out for dinner with my friend Courtney as well that night. So that's my plan for the week. Obviously it's going to change throughout the week, but this is just like a rough guide really. I sometimes find if I don't plan things out, then I'm a bit like, oh, what do I do next? What have I got to get done? This just makes me far less anxious. Also, you might be confused why I haven't written down anything to do with Brayden, but he's actually really busy at the moment because he's got his exams coming up. So I'm pretty sure during the day he's going to be pretty flat out, but I'm sure I'll see him in the evenings and he'll stay over and come around for dinner. And obviously like in those little spaces that I left, we'll go out and do things and then hang out on the weekend. So just so you know, I do allocate time for him. Now that that's done, I'm gonna head to my family's house because I'm gonna hang out with them tonight and have dinner. My dad actually just got back from America last night. He went over there for work. So I wanna go see him and obviously see the doggies because I haven't seen them in a few days. I was knocking on the door for ages and you didn't even hear me. Come on then, let's go. Bye Luna, I'm gonna go back to mine now. See you later. Okay, so I'm back at my apartment now. I just had dinner with my family, which was so nice. It was actually just me, my mum and dad. All my siblings were out, so I felt very special spending time with my parents. And I just did some stuff on my phone, like planning. I actually was talking to my mum about video ideas, so I was doing some brainstorming for the week ahead. And I also started making those lists that I was telling you guys about before. I said that I needed to make a shopping list and a to-do list. So anyway, it's almost 10 p.m. so I'm gonna put my fresh bedding on my bed now and then get ready for bed. I'm ready for bed now, so I'm just gonna end off this video here, but I really hope you guys enjoyed watching and found it interesting seeing how I spend my Sunday. I hope it gave you an idea of how you can make your Sunday more productive. I honestly feel so much better when I have like a productive Sunday, but at the same time take care of myself and like wind down. I didn't do too much like self-care today. I could have done more, but at the same time I feel like just like getting these things done is self-care because then mentally I feel a lot better throughout the week. But yeah, it was quite a nice chilled day. I hope you guys like these kind of like homely vlogs. Let me know in the comments if you do, and also you can let me know by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.